Was geht, Leute? Willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Soulcalibur 6, natürlich die Seelen-Chroniken. Ich bin euer GRN. Ja, wir haben natürlich ein bisschen was von Zetsuka und Huang was gemacht und jetzt mal ein bisschen weiter mit Huang. Ich habe mir gedacht, wir machen halt 30 Minuten, 10 von Huang, Zetsuka und Hilde. Ich gehe jetzt so viel sagen, nichts mehr los. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, Like oder Abo hinterlasst, ihr könnt mir Instagram, Twitch, also in die Video beschreiben. Aber jetzt leg ich hier mal los mit der Zeitlinie von Huang. Andere Länder, gleiche Bestimmung. Huang hätte tot sein müssen, aber seine Verbindung zu Deutsch fesselt ihn an die Welt. Er wird von der Taoisten von Soulcalibur gefunden, die ihn an ihrer Stelle als geheimen königlichen Inspektor einsetzt. Verdammt. Mit seinem neuen Titel bricht Huang von seinen Heimat in Richtung Osteuropa auf. Gerüchte zufolge sammelt ein Kult dort Bruchstücke eines verfluchten Schwerts. Jene, die den blutigen Pfad beschreiten, haben unweigerlich Blut an seinen Händen. Aha, gut zu wissen.
This is the place.
Oh, you look like a traveler. We've got everything you might need. Drinks, provisions, souvenirs, the works.
These merchants have a secret phrase I learned on my previous journey. Has the Silver Maiden returned from the valley?
She hunted a rare beast not long ago. Care to take a closer look?
Yeah, I do.
Down the stairs in the back.
To think that Fegal Sestimus would hide one of their temples underneath a quiet town like this. It's not as big as the last one, but to build a place this size underground. It's leading me further in. Here we are. The evil in it leaves no doubt. That burning smell. Is that smoke?
Intruders! Of all heretics have set fire to the temple!
Of all? Is that yet another group?
I will cut you down!
Uh-oh. I thought my diversion would work, but it seems not all of you are fools.
So it was you who lit that fire. Didn't you think of the danger to those in the town above?
I've no obligation to explain my actions to you. That fragment of soul edge is mine.
Zuerst Sestimus und jetzt noch die Wahlorganisation. Wirklich? Wirklich? Ach, na gut. Dann machen wir den halt als Testplatz. Das unter dieses Städtchen von Sestimus unterliegt jetzt nicht wieder.
I see you are quite a skilled opponent.
Whoa. You say that, but you haven't yet used your spear. I feel insulted.
Alter, die halten mehr aus.
I feel the need to ask. Are you one of these mad cultists?
If you want to know, Why not ask those guys?
Wise idea.
Zeit rum. Oh, ist genug überzeugt. Okay. Da hinten.
Foolish intruders. There's nowhere to run.
Does that answer your question?
My apologies for doubting you. How about I cook you dinner to make up for it?
Sounds fun. Well, let me think about it. First things first.
Indeed. Let's cut our way free.
Den Typ kenne ich. War der nicht in Hildas Geschichte nicht drin gewesen?
Lord Wilhelm, Sir Huang, that was a beautiful diversion. Thanks to you, we were able to learn a great deal about their temple. We'd greatly appreciate it if you could assist us like this again.
No, thank you. That information you gave me has been a lifesaver. I never thought I would be addressed by name this far from home.
Su Hyun has long been an ally of ours. Rest assured, your secret is safe.
You'll continue to work on a cure and gather information on Lord Grow, then?
Of course, we're keeping Lord Dion and Lady Natalie of the 12 abreast of the situation as well. Lord Dion will soon be joining our chapter here. Would you care to meet him, Sir Huang?
You would let someone of my stature meet a high-ranking member so easily?
Of course. You've proven most helpful to the Aval organization.
And how is that?
I'm sure Lord Dion would gladly answer that question.
Understood. Once I've finished my investigation, I'll make my way back.
Do you really intend to go to Ostrheinsburg? It is suicide to head there alone right now.
I do. I need to examine the traces of the catastrophe that Soul Edge brought to this world.
Then you would do well to stop by Wolf Krone on your way. With a letter from me, you will be shown a royal welcome at the palace.
Thanks for the offer, but I don't want to impose. Speaking of which, that Google hook, was it? It was great. You're a pretty good cook.
I'm glad you liked it, and that you have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, Mina always... that. It is thanks to a friend.
Hmm? Who is this friend? I won't pry if you don't wish to tell, but I am curious.
It's hard to explain. She's my master's daughter, and, well... How do I really feel about Mina? She's like a sister to me. But is that all?
Ah, she must be very important to you. All the more reason not to die.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning. I sure hope Mina's safe.
Wilhelm, jetzt erinnere ich mich wieder. Sie hat immer zusammen mit Hilde trainiert, als wir ein bisschen von ihrer Zeit Liedern gespielt haben. Oh, was da in der Zeit ja nun passiert, das würde mich auch schon mal interessieren. Ein paar Minuten haben wir, aber wir machen noch weiter. Der Terror von Ostheinsburg. Mit neuen Informationen von der Aval-Organisation Verbündeten seiner Meisterin und Sohyun bricht Huang nach Ostheinsburg auf, wo die Festung der azurblauen Ritter steht. Oh Junge, wir wissen alle, wer das ist. Der einst zu Edge führte. Das verfallene Schloss fühlt sich erneut mit Verderben. Die Organisation warnt Huang, dass es äußerst gefährlich wäre, sich in das Schloss zu schleichen. Aber wer nicht wagt, der nicht gewinnt. Huang Entschlossenheit ist unerschütterlich. Der einst so Entschwüchse, also Ist da nur Siegfried oder was? Nein, wir werden es gleich herausfinden.
Ostrheinsburg Castle. I must be close. This evil aura is overwhelming. If I venture any closer, it may trigger the seed of evil inside me. Who's there? Show yourself.
My name is Siegfried Stauffen. Once I... never mind. There's no time for introductions. If you're making for Ostrheinsburg Castle, I have a favor to ask.
That giant sword on his back. He must be one skilled fighter. If it's important, I'll hear you out.
Thank you. There are people held prisoner inside the castle. I want you to save them. Take this map. It shows a secret passage into the underground dungeon.
I'll believe you. What are you going to do?
I need to go. Somewhere far away.
I won't inquire further. I have no choice but to use a talisman of iron will. I have to hurry, before the talisman takes its toll. Stay quiet and move quickly. Follow the right corridor until you see a hole leading out.
You have our thanks!
You too. Hurry and escape.
I can't. They tortured me. I can't move my legs.
Those brutal monsters. Here, grab onto my back.
That's enough of that now. What do you think you're doing with the fodder?
So, you're the wicked fiend who tortured and imprisoned these people. I recognize him. We fought once long ago. To think he was one of the cursed sword's thralls. Let me ask, what are you planning to do with them?
We're refining their spirits. We need a great number of special souls if we are to resurrect our king. Sadly, souls never seem to ripen enough naturally for our purposes. That's why we're applying a little bit of pressure. Hatred, pain, pleasure, hunger, and so on. Which trials will produce the most scrumptious souls? Alas, we've still not found an answer. That is why we cannot have our subjects escaping.
You certainly like to talk about your vile misdeeds, you twisted snake.
Vile? I treat them with more courtesy than they'd get from pillaging mercenaries or pathetic mindless malfested. But I doubt you will ever understand.
Tja, aus den 13 Minuten rauszuziehen wird's wohl nicht. Naja, egal. Da suche ich mir gleich jemanden aus, mit dem ich weiter 15 Minuten so mache. Und jetzt müssen wir da aus irgendeinem noch die Scheiße rausbringen.
Battle 1. Fight!
Mit so guter Technik. Erster Sieg.
Battle 2. I remember well your skill and your strength, Sir Huang.
So my memory was right. I'm disappointed, Johann Müller.
Oh, das wird knapp. What the fuck?
I knew you were exceptional.
Fuck. Okay, das ist ja normal. One.
How wonderful. Not only your skill, but also that delightful darkness lurking in your heart.
Darkness lurking in my heart?
Everyone has a great darkness inside them, and sometimes it wears a mask of justice. However, people like you are incapable of noticing it on your own. Fortunately, our king can open that shadowy door for you.
This king you speak of, is he Soul Edge's new bearer?
The Azure Knight was once defeated and once reborn. Did you not meet him yourself mere hours ago?
I met this Azure Knight? He couldn't mean that man.
Our king is a bit of a capricious sort. He sometimes leaves to wander and roam. But soon that naughty habit will be rightfully repressed. It's a mere passing fit, after all. Now, enough idle chatter. You are the victor, so you may take your prize. This castle is a vile den of Malfested. I would recommend you hurry out. You would do well to protect those who have already fled. Otherwise, they may just be hunted down by those mindless Malfested roaming about.
You dirty...
We'll happily await your return, great hero of justice, Huang Songyeong!
How do you feel? Can you move?
Not well, but I think I can walk. I am your country's enemy. Why do you provide me aid?
War is but a clash of competing values. Friend and foe can change at any moment. But this is no battlefield, so you are merely another in need.
You're too soft. I appreciate your kindness, though.
The talisman's effect has worn off. This drain is far worse than the last. What matters most, though, is ensuring my survival remains a secret.
Okay. Ein neuer Nightmare? Muss das echt sein? Als ob wir nicht schon genug davon haben. So, Nina, hab ich wieder was verpasst oder was? Achso, das ist dieses Kapitel. Okay, alles klar. Neue verdammt Nebengeschichte. Ich mach mal mit Hilde erstmal weiter. Von den Untergang. König George unterliegt dem Wahnsinn der bösen Saat und wird mit Hilfe der Avargan-Zivilisation gefangen genommen. Auch andere Königreiche fallen der bösen Saat zum Opfer und berichten häufen sich, dass die Verderbten wie eine Flut über die Welt hereinbrechen. Das Königreich Wolfkrone stürzt nach dem Verlust seines Großkönigs ins Chaos. Ein neuer Anführer ist dringend vonnöten, um der strauchelnden Nation Hoffnung zu schenken. Aha. Da kommt sicher Hilde ins Spiel. Okay. Legen wir los.
That about sums it up. Any questions?
So these Malfested, Are inhuman creatures transformed by the malevolent energies of the cursed sword Soul Edge?
Yes, and the Aval organization has opposed them since time immemorial, often with the help of steadfast allies. There was a time in which we counted the men and women of Wolf Krone among them.
He speaks truth. This has been a closely guarded secret, only revealed to the king and his closest advisors. The people of the Wolf have been sworn to battle Soul Edge since the time of our forebears. Lady Hilda, Lord Wilhelm, it is time we heard the truth. All of it. As you know, since the evil seed, people have transformed into Malfested and run rampant across the land. But this is merely the beginning.
At the center of this coming storm, we will find the wielder of Soul Edge. The Azure Knight. We've chased him this far.
Those cut by the Azure Knight's cursed blade will die if they are lucky, and turn into a Malfested if they are not. If he is not dealt with, the calamity he brings will engulf the world.
So you're saying my father was wounded by this blade, and is now one of these Malfested?
The Azure Knight is mighty indeed, but a man like King George could withstand his power. Likely the king suffered the touch of the evil seed itself. We have used medicines known to the Aval organization to put him to sleep for now, but eventually...
Speak plainly, Curtis. Your king has become an outsider. There is no known way to return him to what he was. We have only two choices. Kill him, or put him into an eternal slumber.
Grow! I apologize for my comrade's discourtesy. The truth is, under normal circumstances, we cannot allow the existence of even one Malfested. However, King George is a monarch, and he has been a vital ally to our organization. As such, it is our leader's wish that the matter of what to do with him be left to the next ruler of Wolf Krone.
When I saw the king, he was glorying in the slaughter. Noble, just man we knew. It was not him.
Wilhelm, that's enough. We have heard this already.
Oh. Chaos has come to this land. Without King George to support us, well, we will have to watch and wait for now, delaying our decision until peace returns.
If that is your wish, the Aval organization will do everything in its power to help.
That's not good enough.
Huh?
This is a decision of great significance, and there is no right answer. Regardless, it can only be made by the surrogate of the king acting on their own convictions.
That may be true. Still...
It's okay, Garibrand. This is my duty as Princess of Wolf Krone. Sir Curtis, Sir Grow, honored emissaries of the Aval organization. I speak to you as Regent of the King. He was a sagacious man who brought strength to our land and prosperity to our people. A kind man who taught me all I know of familial love. And so I stand here not just as the princess, but as his daughter, and ask you to spare the life of my father. The people will no doubt be uneasy with such a young ruler as myself ascending the throne. I ask for time. Time to prove I will be a queen of whom they can be proud.
If that resolve of yours is genuine, then very well. But I would decide on a deadline now if I were you. And when that time comes, we will do what must be done.
You have my sincerest thanks, Sir Grow. You and the Aval organization both. Listen well. I, Hildegard von Krone, hereby swear upon my honor and my name that we, the people of Wolf Krone, will fight by your side against the threat of the Malfested.
Also, wenn ich das so richtig verstanden habe, wollen Sie den wahnsinnigen König erst so lange am Leben lassen, bis Hilde würdig genug ist, das Königreich weiter zu führen. Die Idee ist verrückt. Einfach nur verrückt. Na dann, wie es eigentlich weitergeht, würde mich eigentlich mehr interessieren. Ein Hoffnungsschimmer. 5 Jahre sind vergangen, seit Hildegard von Krone zur Regentin wurde. Ja. Der Azurblauritter und seine finstere Legion der Verderbten sind wie Heuschrecken über das Land hergefallen. Mit der Hilfe ihrer treuen Unterstützer kann Hilde die Invasion der bösen Kraft zurückdrehen und so die Stabilität ihres Landes wiederherstellen und ihre Herrschaft fest. Interessant. Weil sie wie das überhaupt noch so ausgeht.
5 years have passed since the baleful light wrought its calamity upon the kingdom. Years of war have forged Hilda into a strong and capable ruler. No longer a helpless princess, she has become a virtuous warrior and skilled general. The year is 1586, and the Azure Knight, evil lord of the Malfested, has been defeated by an unknown hero. Wolf Krone savors a fleeting moment of peace, but even with their leader's fall, the Azure Knight's vile servants remain. The surviving Malfested are still a clear threat, slowly eating away at the kingdom's strength.
No matter how many times I see the likes of this, I never grow used to it. I will not allow myself to. Not ever. Though ignoble pillage may be a natural part of war, this mindless slaughter is beyond the pale.
Lady Hilda. Lady Hilda, you've come to save us. Thank you. Thank you. Those brutish beasts, my sons. They were all... Please, I beg you, bring righteous justice down upon them.
Fear not. Your rage is my own. Your wrath now my burden. By the honor of the Krone family, I will see these Malfested demons slain. Brutish beasts. Though that they may be, the Malfested appear to be behaving differently as of late. They have been forming bands, organizing. Could this mean someone besides the Azure Knight is leading them?
Your Highness, the troops are in position and await your signal.
Excellent. Proud warriors of Wolf Krone, heed my words. My retinue and I will lead the assault into the thick of the forest. Archers, on my mark. Rain a torrent of missiles down to flush out any cowards hoping to ambush us. Cavalry, to the wings! Circle the fiends and cut off any means of escape. Center battalion, sharpen your fangs and await my orders. All units, advance! No mercy and no quarter for our treacherous foes. I expect courage and valor from every one of you.
Okay, sie gehen jetzt in die Stadt. Also gibt es jetzt ein bisschen Action oder kommt jetzt noch irgendein Katze? Nein, das gibt Action. Der hat sich auch mal bei Teil 5 gespielt. Das ist ein bisschen lang her. Das gute alte Teil 5. Ich habe mich schon immer gefragt, wann eigentlich ein neues Soulcalibur rauskam. Dann kam der Trailer von PS6. Ich bin so gefreut. Oh, Alter, Alter! Okay, jetzt hab ich nicht.
Are you their leader? I'm relieved to see you're not a bandit posing as a malfested.
Alter!
I smell no gunpowder. The cavalry will be more useful here than foot soldiers. Useless! Take it!
Alter, wie so ein Geräusch! Alter! Was mit ihren Waffen ist? What the fuck?
Order the center to advance! Surround
Haben die jetzt
them
Power oder
and
was?
slay every last one!
Ja, egal, gewonnen.
Lady Hildegard, I am delighted at your safe return.
Garibrand, my gratitude as always for the warm welcome home. How fares the relief efforts for the region I spoke of in my last letter?
My lady, we have secured a place to unload supplies and are sending the first loads of grain as we speak. However, the endless battles have emptied our coffers. We will need support from nearby nations or another source of wealth if we are to maintain the army.
Noted. But remember, it is not just Malfested who would destroy us. Maintaining the strength of our army is essential. It provides income through mercenary work, and a threat to make potential invaders think twice.
I am aware, but the rising costs of our military have been a problem for many years now.
I would suppose the import of firearms is the primary burden on our treasury. That and the Silver Wolves, supposedly our country's most elite force, have been unimpressive of late.
Am I sensing dissatisfaction with our performance?
Lord Wilhelm, I'm glad you heard. As their commander, do you have any words to speak in the Silver Wolves' defense?
Not a whisper. Though, if I were to speak my mind, I would suggest to stop starting wars over one little village or two.
Wilhelm, watch your tongue. What have you done besides shirk your duty?
You think the royal family's duty is to stand on the front line and risk death? I would prefer that we do not rile our neighbors, nor give them cause to attack.
You dare insult Lady Hilda? If you and the Silver Wolves would fulfill your duties, she would not have to risk herself so.
My company is under the direct command of the king, not his regent. Perhaps if Lady Hildegard here could wield the sword and spear that symbolizes our nation's power, I would obey her orders.
Excuses. To think the man who claims to be our kingdom's greatest spearman is a coward.
Stand down, Gerhilda. Lord Wilhelm, while I appreciate your words of warning, the throne is nothing without its people. As regent, I cannot turn a blind eye towards our people's suffering.
As regent, is it? If you truly cared about our people, war is not all you would pursue. Sacrificing the greater good for a few meager lives is not a trade I think a worthy ruler would make. On the other hand, I despise this kingdom, so please, ruin it as you wish.
Junge. Da hat WM ja eine große Meinung zu dieser Situation. Egal, das reicht auch für heute, Leute. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, ein Like oder Abo, ihr kennt Instagram, Twitch, alles unter der Videobeschreibung. Aktiviert Goldwegs, Passwort, ihr kennt es ja alle. Und was, dann sage ich nochmal, tschüss.